Shri Arjun Modwadiyaji, Minister of Forest and Environment, Climate Change and Science Technology, Government of Gujarat, Dr. Sunil Suklaji, Director General EDII, Dr. Neeraja Gupta, Vice Chancellor, Gujarat University, Shri Uday Mahorkar, author and former Information Commissioner of India, Dr. Satya Acharyaji, Shri Saurabh.Pandey, Director, India Think Council, who is a good friend of mine, distinguished participants, friends. I am truly honored to join you at the 5th Cultural Economy Conclave 2025 and also the conclusion ceremony of Ujjamita Pakwada 2025 at the Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India here in Gandhinagar. I commend that India Think Council and its partners from government, academia and industry for bringing together this remarkable forum of scholars, practitioners, administrators and cultural ambassadors from across India. Ladies and gentlemen, this conclave is both timely and visionary, for it underscores a true India has always understood that culture is not an embellishment of the society, but the very foundation on which communities stand, innovate and prosper. In our country, culture and economy have never been separate. Our rituals and festivals, our temples and crafts, our architecture, performing arts, community systems, and family traditions have for centuries shaped economic behavior, guided ethical conduct, and sustained livelihoods. Across the ages, festivals created vibrant local markets, temples became centers of art, learning, food systems and trade, textiles and handlooms emerged as engines of regional prosperity, and traditional knowledge ensured sustainability and harmony with the nature. Cultural life in India has always been intertwined with economic well-being and social cohesion. Ladies and gentlemen, within this vast civilized canvas, Odisha occupies a special and cherished place. In Odisha, culture is not an occasional celebration, it is a continuous rhythm of daily life. The people proudly say in Oriya, Baro Masore Tero Porbo, 13 festivals in 12 months. These celebrations strengthen families, sustain communities, support artisans, and reinforce shared values. Honorable Minister Arjunji was telling about Somnath Temple. Like Somnath Temple, in India we can find hundreds of temples where people are going in thousands, lakhs and crores, right from North India to South India. Particularly as far as Odisha is concerned, the Jagannath culture of Puri, unique in its inclusiveness and purity, sustains thousands of families who serve in the temple, in its kitchens, its rituals, its crafts, its music and its festivals. I think many of you might be knowing the prasad of the temple of the god which will be cooked in earthen pots. They will not be used again. For tomorrow, the new earthen pots have to be used. Therefore, how much livelihood for the potters is being obtained by the simple process of using the new pottery for every day of the prasad. The classical Odissi dance, influenced by temple traditions, is today one of India's greatest artistic treasures. The handloom traditions, whether Sambalpuri, Bomkai, Barhampuri, or Kotpad, carry with them not just beauty but identity and livelihood. Craft villages like Raghurajpur stand as living museum of creativity. I think many of you might have seen the Patachitra paintings. It is the work done in the houses by the entire family. That art is coming for every member of that family by hereditary. They work on these Patachitra paintings, and now the Patachitra paintings have a lot of popularity everywhere. I advise, if you happen to visit Odisha, please visit the village of Raghurajpur, where these Patachitra paintings will be made. It is nearer to the Puri town. Please visit and experience the Patachitra painting is being done in the households. The rich natural and cultural heritage of tribal communities. In Odisha, we have 64 of different tribal communities, of which 14 are the PVTGs, primitively vulnerable tribal communities, groups. And every tribal community have a different, distinct cultural activities, cultural performances, dances. Of tribal communities continues to teach us the values of balance, respect for nature, and community harmony. And Odisha's ancient maritime legacy, I think many of you might have heard about Bali Yatra in Odisha. Many people will be surprised to hear that why Bali Yatra should be celebrated in Odisha. Bali is in Indonesia. Why they are celebrating Bali Yatra in Odisha? It is the Odisha's ancient maritime legacy celebrated through Bali Yatra reminds us that the spirit of entrepreneurship and cultural exchange was embedded in our society long before the modern era. In ancient times, in Kalinga times, people used to travel by boats through Mahanadi, entering into Bay of Bengal, reaching to each and every Southeast Asian nation, and particularly to Bali, for the purpose of the trade in those days. Therefore, the entrepreneurship started in those days, carrying the trade not only within the country, but with the other countries. Across India today, there is a renewed confidence in our cultural strengths. I think our learned journalist has mentioned about Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela, in which crores of people have participated. Such type of melas in the country, how much economic activity is being generated through that activity, and how much of spiritualism, how much of travel by the people happened in the country. I think this is one of the important factors that cultural economy is having a place where this type of culture is there in the country. You have different forms of cultural performances, like Kuchipudi from Andhra Pradesh, Bharatanatyam from Tamil Nadu, Kathak, Kathakali, like that so many forms of dances from South India, and also different forms of festivals we have in North India. Suraj Kund Mela, which is being organized in Haryana, where handicrafts arts are being displayed, where lakhs of people in which they participate and visit. Pushkar Mela in Rajasthan. And also we have a tradition of celebrating Pushkaras for the rivers once in 12 years. Not only in north, in the south also, like Godavari River Pushkaras, Krishna River Pushkaras. Like that, every river we have tradition of celebrating Pushkara celebrations for each and every river. Desert festivals. They were being celebrated in Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. Ran Utsav, Run of Kutch in Gujarat, where many people participate in huge number. Therefore, these type of cultural activities and also people visiting the temples, that is why we are now coining temple economy, how the temples can transform the economy of that particular area, which is also can be called as the pilgrimage tourism, which propels the economic growth. I think last year we visited Ayodhya. I think Mr. Saurabh is also there. So Ayodhya and Varanasi. Ayodhya is a very small town. It is not having any facility. If a large number of people go, there is no place to stay. But today, with the completion of the Ram temple in Ayodhya, Ayodhya is having an international airport. And many of the big groups like Taj, Oberoi, they are planning to build the star hotels. Many people have got lot of employment for transporting the people by running taxi services and so on. People selling flowers or puja samagri are getting lot of employment there. And the whole economy of Ayodhya is changed because of the emergence of the Ram temple. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, heritage cities are being revitalized. Pilgrimage circuits are being developed, and museums, craft hubs, and cultural centers are expanding in scale and ambition. I think about 12 days ago I was in Gujarat. I visited Gujarat way back in 1996. So after 96 I did not come to Gujarat. But 15 days ago, I think 2 weeks ago, I was in Ahmedabad. I went to Kevadia. Honorable Prime Minister took lot of interest to celebrate 150th birthday of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel for 15 days. And he has devoted for each state one day to perform their cultural activity on the stage. And also to participate, to establish the food courts, to offer the cuisine that is being related to that particular state. I think Odisha is being given the 8th of this month as Odisha Day, and along with Maharashtra and West Bengal. I attended Kevadia. Honorable Prime Minister, if he is not arranging such type of Bharat Parv, I would have not come to Gujarat on that day. Pilgrimage circuits are being developed, and museums, craft hubs, and cultural centers are expanding in scale and ambition. Traditional knowledge systems too are receiving fresh national and global recognition. These initiatives do much more than honor our past. They generate employment, support artisans, encourage tourism, and open new pathways for creative entrepreneurship. They affirm that when culture is placed at the heart of development, economic growth becomes more inclusive, more sustainable, and more humane. Yet, even as we celebrate our achievements, we must remain aware of our responsibilities. India's cultural heritage has withstood invasions, neglect, and the wear of time. Many priceless monuments, manuscripts, crafts, and traditions have been lost forever. It is therefore our collective duty as citizens, institutions, governments, and communities to protect, preserve, and promote what remains. Cultural preservation is not only a matter of pride, it is an act of national responsibility. As we look ahead, I would like to share 3 key priorities that can guide our collective efforts. First, we must strengthen and safeguard our cultural heritage with commitment and care. This calls for the protection of our temples, monuments, languages, crafts, performing arts, oral traditions, and tribal knowledge systems. It also requires empowering communities with modern tools and skills so that they can preserve their legacy while embracing new opportunities. Second, we must nurture vibrant cultural industries that offer dignified livelihoods. Tourism, handicrafts, design, cuisine, wellness, film, storytelling, and other creative enterprises hold immense potential for employment, especially for women and youth. I think I would like to mention another thing when our Honorable Vice Chancellor was mentioning about housewives taking money by pledging the gold and doing some economic activity, thereby contributing for circular economy. Recently I was going through a news item. I remember when Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, after he took charge in 2014, in 2015 he said that financial inclusion should be there, everybody should have a bank account. Some people used to question, okay, bank accounts will be opened, where is the money? Who will give the money? All will be the empty accounts. That is the feeling some people have expressed. The news item which I was reading recently is about how much is the balance in the accounts of Janadhan accounts today. It is to the tune of 2,75,000 crores is the balance in all Janadhan accounts put together. Many people could not visualize why Honorable Prime Minister was asking that everybody has to have an account. We experienced. One of our former Prime Minister was telling that when I am sending money from Delhi, if I send 1 rupee, the people who have to get it are getting only 15 paise. During COVID time, when the Honorable Prime Minister wanted to help the poor women in the villages, remote areas, when there is no transport facility, when there is no opportunity of people's movement, he took a decision that I will support these poor people by depositing 500 rupees every month for 3 months for their livelihood in their Janadan accounts. With a stroke of one pressing on the mouse, crores of people got their money in their accounts during the COVID time, without losing 1 paise which is being sent from Delhi to the ground. That is the vision and opportunities Honorable Prime Minister found at that time. Therefore, women now have become very active, not only in entrepreneurship. I think nowadays, Lakpati Didis, nowadays I am visiting all districts in Odisha, interacting with the self-help groups. They are very proud to say that I am earning 20,000 rupees per month. I am the Lakpati Didi. They are starting small food processing enterprises by investing the money they are getting under Subhadra scheme, where every woman was given 5,000 rupees for every 6 months. That money was being utilized for the economic activity. It may be called freebie, but that freebie which the women are getting 5,000 rupees every month, every 6 months, once, yearly 10,000 rupees, I found lot of women are utilizing that money to become small entrepreneurs. When these sectors are aligned with innovation, technology, and global markets, they become powerful drivers of inclusive growth. The conclave's emphasis on environment, agriculture, tribal economy, and family culture is therefore especially important, for these areas lie at the heart of sustainability and prosperity. Lastly, the third, we must foster a culture of ethical and responsible economic conduct. Economics is not only about the creation of wealth, it is also about the shaping of character. When enterprise is guided by empathy, fairness, and responsibility, societies grow in a balanced and harmonious manner. Our cultural values, grounded in dignity, self-restraint, compassion, and honesty, offer a moral compass that can enrich modern economic life. As we reflect together today, let us renew our resolve to build an India where culture and economy strengthen and elevate one another. Odisha stands ready to contribute its traditions, its creativity, and its wisdom to this national endeavor. Let us work together to ensure that India's cultural wealth continues to illuminate our development journey, guiding us forward towards a future that is prosperous, harmonious, and firmly rooted in the timeless ethos of our civilization. Thank you. Jai Hind.